UNSC report to Office of Naval Intelligence, 2331. The opening of the Sol Gateway has been completed. All checks have come back green, and I understand that our scientists are confident in their ability to open future gateways. To a mixture of relief and disappointment, the gateway emerges in an isolated system deep in Unggoy space. This does, however, mean that our ships can cross the vast distance should the situation demand it. And it may soon. War has erupted between the grunts and drones, the latter making a greed-driven grab for more territory. Their first incursion was repelled, and though the Unggoy lost several ships and their station was left damaged, the enemy fleet was decimated. However, our listening posts are detecting more movement towards Unggoy space. If the drones are allowed to succeed, their power will increase while the Unggoy will be left debilitated. The Unggoy are officially an ally and affiliate of the Reclamation, one our diplomats continue to work for full membership. The fleets are mobilizing. It may become necessary to step in ourselves. Meanwhile, we have secured a settlement site on Onyx. This world, it's a relic, likely foreigner in origin, designated by some to be a shield world. The mysteries of this planet elude us still. End report. Hi guys, Tom from Project D here, and welcome back to Stellaris Responsibilities Mantle. Last time, the enemy started to get a little bit tetchy with the Unggoy. There are currently two fleets on their way to attack an Unggoy station that previously managed to fight them off. 2 cruisers and then a much larger fleet of 1 cruiser, 16 destroyers and 31 corvettes. And out of curiosity, what is their tech like? Level 2, level 3. Relatively equivalent to my own. Yep. So they're likely on their way to this station over here, which previously, as you can see by the mountains of debris, has managed to fight off a previous attack force, though I don't think it's going to succeed this time around the block. Which means that we're going to need to be the ones to step in, most likely. If they get too far in and the Unggoy can't stop them, I'm going to have to declare war on the enemy and step in to defend them, because they are, at the end of the day, my allies and their Federation associates. And I want them in the Federation, so I don't want them to lose any more territory than they need to. Aside from that, we're looking pretty good. We have Onyx now as our latest world. It's a relic world, which is basically a shield world, right? Yeah, it's kind of a good stand-in. We've got there's archaeological dig sites currently pending, though that's stopped actually because the scientist died, so I need to reassign this new scientist, Dench or Dan Chen. So level 1 is going to go slower, but needs must. We have our construction vessel, the UNSC Latins, ready to continue progressing through the rest of these systems. There's got some volatile motes over there, which I'm currently only on +1, so I could do with grabbing those and filling out the rest of these and continuing to build our way to fill in the rest of this gap. Getting closer and closer, unfortunately, to the Free Warriors, who are still ready to trigger at any day, which I am acutely aware of. Though, unfortunately, I think this episode we should get Battle Group Tango back, I believe, which would be good to get some extra forces. Though, in terms of everything, our forces are looking pretty good for right now. I mean, our home fleet is 10k, so that's should be good to take on the bulk of what the free warriors to throw at us, with support from Battle Group Sierra 3, which is 4.5, and Battle Group Omega 2, which is 1.5 right now. Also, Battle Group Omega 2 has the Forward Unto Dawn in it, which is Sharon class. So that all works out rather well, I think. Aside from that, we're just waiting for our technology to continue to go up. We're getting fusion missiles in 26 months. That's the primary thing. We got another ship, another cruiser on its way to reinforce the home fleet. I believe it's Marathon class. Aye, indeed it is. And aside from that, we just need to keep an eye on the created as we have been. Are they still at war with the Kigya? I cannot remember. No, they are not. They're not at war with anyone right now. They've lost a bit of territory. The Megekalo colonies has continued to expand massively. But the created could come back from the losses they've taken. They've got a 4.7 there, 3.3, 4.5, 2.3. They've got a lot of fleets and a lot of fleet power. Just not really gathered in one place. They've got a lot of sub-fleets. This is one of the strongest ones, which is 4.7, which I could take out with my home fleet if they ever came at me for whatever reason, but I doubt they will, because obviously it's a very, very long way away, so I don't think we have too much to worry about there just yet. So all we need to worry about is the Yanmi, and as for our next world we're going for, over here, this desert world, I'm going to turn into a Gaia when my construction reaches it, and that will be the planet of Harvest. That is the current intent anyway. And of course, we have our new gateway now between the Hensidon system and Sol, so that should cut down a bit of travel time going forward. And as I suspected, the station is under attack. Yeah, they're not going to repel it this time, unlike before. Mantle responsibility, active sensor links out. Let's see if I can't get that back. Offer trade. Mantle of responsibility, active sensor link. I kind of want to keep an eye on what's going on down here. Sure, 19 years, and can I... will you want some food? Because I'm full of that. Yeah, standard food. Sure. Get that, that would be good for 19 years. How's the galactic community coming? We're still winning, and 347 days we will get this in the bag. We're not relocating our market, thank you very much. And there goes the station. They just managed to take it. I mean, it did a hell of a job on a previous occasion taking out all these bloody vessels. I mean, look at the debris, I attest to that, but this time they managed to do it. Do they have... the Unggoy have any fleets en route? So they've got a 3.5 there, that's on its way. A 3.4. I mean, they can definitely make use of my gateway. But Tango's over there. That's 3.8, so they might very well do well. I'll keep an eye on it. I won't jump in just yet. I just want to see what the Unggoy are going to do for response. And since I have cloning now, I think it's about time we send one of our science ships back there to pick it up, yes? Alright, so they've progressed to another system. They managed to take another one of the Unggoy stations. They're so far sitting there. Where are they going? Oh no, they're progressing on to Magama. How's the response coming? Oh, they've immediately checked out. Come on, Sigma. They're on their way, but yeah. How long we got? 163 days. In terms of community, so 1,247 days to the next election. I'm currently drawing with the Yanmi. I'll have to see how things go. Okay, what is this? An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the CAT system. It does not appear hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in CATs has caused massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. 32,000! What the fuck? These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity continuously emanates a complex pattern of tachyon pulses, which appear to be a form of language. Our translation software is correct. It is saying over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. Where is this? It's by banished territory, but blimey, that's what in the hell? Earlier reports speak of mysterious activity deep below the surface of Onyx. Analysis of the scan signatures points to a probable existence of an unknown species. Our scientists are more than eager to attempt a ground operation to study them. We should study them right away. That sounds interesting. And that is immediately followed by a leadership crisis. This has been a busy first year to this episode. After a brief scientific consortium, all resources and funds have been assigned and the expedition is almost ready to begin. However, they could not yet decide who should lead the expedition. Where is this? This is just part of the same chain. However, they could not yet decide who should lead the expedition. They ask your opinion. It is worth noting that during the complete duration of the expedition, the selected scientists won't be available to perform other tasks. Alright, so we have Raj Prasad. So let's have a look. Scientists. I don't want Dan Shen because that's currently busy. Here, so Zach Milligan, Raj Prasad, Raman, I think was. Yeah, he's currently on automatic exploration, so. Level 3. Sure, Raman Ferdinand. He can get on it for the time being. You can stay put over here until that is done. Ground team! Our expedition has passed the first layers of sedimentary rock and is reporting back. Multiple signs of artificial erosion around the walls indicates the presence of life forms. An estimation approximates that thousands of this species' individuals are nearby and have passed through this very location. The team's proximity sensors warn that the team is approaching the heat signatures. Forced to stop, they hear rustlings in the rock approaching even nearer to them. Should these aliens be aggressive, our small expedition team could potentially be overrun within moments. Contact is imminent. What are their intentions? Did we disturb them? Let's go with that. We are materialists. Let's just hope that they brought enough Marines with them to figure that out. Yep, resolution has failed. That's exactly what I wanted. Galactic market is mine. Screw you, you stupid bastards. And now we have first contact. Raman orders the escort to hold back. With hesitation, a small unknown figure approaches the group. Scientist extends his hand in friendly contact to initiate friendly contact. The creature carefully smells the hand before rubbing its head into it. After a brief moment, a guttural moaning noise comes out of the creature. Suddenly, Ramon Ferdinand gets rapidly swarmed by hundreds of these small furry specimens. They are strange, innocent animals who seem to enjoy cuddling a lot. They can be used as slave labor. I'm pretty sure slavery is prohibited in my empire, but sure, go for it. I'll consider that a quirk of the mod. Oh dear, the enemy have just brought in a 7k fleet as well, I've just realised. They've got a 7k fleet inbound, so they are really coming with everything they have. Alright, I gotta do something about this. Even if it's just to claim a single system. It would be expensive. I could send an envoy, but my envoys are all busy, kind of, at the moment. If I take a system, like, is there any other system that would be less expensive to nick? I'm not really so much interested. I just kind of want. So that's 225. That's 247. 247. That's the cheapest one so far. Rizzo. I just kind of want to engage against them and prevent any further attack. Oh, that's the cheapest, so I'm going to have to go for that one, which is going to be expensive. I'm going to have to let my influence build up a while. But that means it's time to declare war. So, we are at war with the Yan-Mi Hive. For a system, but our true purpose in this is to come to the defense of the Unggoy, who are currently under attack. So, I'm going to start sending our fleets in. Go. Go. And battle group Omega 2, I'll keep back for the time being. Escape science ship, escape! Oh, almost got caught out there. Right, you need to get... Actually, they're right in the middle of enemy territory. You, GTFO, emergency jump, go. Oh, and we have a new tradition available. What do we want? District upkeep reduced, build costs reduced. Let's get upkeep reduced, since our upkeep is currently up anyway, because we have our fleets in motion. And we have an archaeological dig site pending, planetary machinery. Following painstaking reconstruction of ancient electronic company records on Onyx, our archaeologists have deduced that the corporation retaliated against the bioterrorists, imposing massive economic sanctions on regions or corporo-states the rebels originated from. Evidently, as critical power supply and food shortages began to arise, region-wide rioting among the victimized citizens in the affected corporo-states erupted.
Is the key to the
Ooh, and look at that! Federation level has been unlocked as well. Our new Federation perks are now active. So if we look on our Federation, Officer Exchange, so naval capacity counts 25% more, ship speed is increased, and claim influence cost down. That would have been useful 5 minutes ago. What's this? The Unggoy Assembly have enacted an emergency resolution, 5-year plans. So basic sustenance, living standards is banned. POPs is up, worker happiness is up, worker political power up. Yes, we're already supporting that. That's fine with me. The sovereignty of Sanghelios. Sanghelios had a rebellion and has become completely independent, apparently. Oh, there's all kinds of things going on with the elites nowadays. We might be about to be dragged into a conflict we didn't necessarily want immediately, though we've got our other fleet on its way. We might just about avoid it. Depends on what they're wanting to do, because we have our 10k fleet on its way, so having both these fleets together may be good. So I just leave them there for a moment. So they're heading in to destroy the station. And wait for them to jump in. Come on. Alright. Just be careful. Gotta start getting around this side of them. Yes, I know relic activation is now available. There we go. Alright, engage the enemy. Both fleets, engage. Here we go. Alright, what's the... Before we get into that... looks like 5-year plans might be opposed. That's unfortunate. We need something a bit more appropriate for this, I think. What should we get? Unforgotten. No. Broken gates. Miona mix, there we go. That's what we want. Looks like they're trying to pull out. But we're going in a pincer maneuver. We've caught them in a sandwich.
Engaging hostile forces.
Battle Group Sierra has engaged. The home fleet is coming in. There we go. Home fleet has engaged. There we go. Mac rounds are away. They're already down to 5.3. They've been cut in half immediately. They're losing ships. Home fleet's taking a bit of a battering. Battle Group Sierra definitely has. They attacked first. We got UNSC Hannibal firing from back there. I see several of their ships going down. Ah, look at our Marathon class ships. Absolutely wrecking them. All that debris. That was a successful first engagement, if I do say so myself. And here come the Unggoy as well. Which direction are they going in? They're coming to reinforce. We've got our allied fleets coming in. Oh, that's a CCS class ship. All very, very, very nice indeed. Right, you two stick together. They're already starting to heal because... Nope, that's not what I wanted for you. Because, yes, they all have regenerative hull tissue. Which means everything, single ship in this fleet is going to heal itself. And that was their main fleet that just went. Actually, don't move on just yet. First and foremost, retake this station. They cannot be allowed to keep it. How much is it going to cost? Reinforce is going to cost that. Begin reinforcements immediately. Retake the station for the Unggoy. There we go. Station successfully retaken. Set a course for Pash. And our ships have already largely repaired themselves. Hull tissue is definitely very good. Council election imminent. Ooh, how are we doing? 2.2. Oh, they've lost quite a bit of standing and political prowess because of, yeah. We've been kicking their asses. Their diplomatic wait is down 158 days for the council election. I think we have it in the bag. Yeah, we're going to be elected to the council. Hell yeah.
Engaging hostile station.
More importantly. Next station, Mac cannons and archer missile pods are away. Done. Retaken. Move on. Ah, I'm looking down here. Ha! The Banished have actually gone in behind and taken Rizzo. The system that we had formerly claimed, or the system that we did claim. Apparently the Banished sent in the Federation fleet behind it and have successfully taken the system. Nice to know the brutes are doing their part. And there we are. Galactic elections concluded. We are now officially on the Galactic Council with 2.4k. We're a little bit behind the other two members, but we are claiming that's a gap between us. Very, very good. Which gives us... Ooh. Emergency measures. Council veto. We have new powers. We have new powers. This I very, very much like to see. And what does this give us over here? I can now... Pretty sure I can now propose new things as well. Weak support, weak support. It's fine for now, but keep in mind for emergency measures and such, that will be useful going forward. It's time! It's time to retake Seraclis. That station is too good to be in the hand of the buggers. And looks like we've got the Unggoy fleet behind us, ready to go in as well.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
Ooh, where is this? Ah, they are retaking that system, I see. Little worries, very soon the home fleet will be punching straight into their territory and making up the difference. Speaking of the home fleet, it's now going in with reinforcements right behind it as well. Only one Corvette, that's all it needs. Come on. Can you join it before it jumps out? Yes, it can. And there it goes. The slip spaced out and it's attacking the station. Going in. Meanwhile, my other fleet is taking Pavard back. And that is back to full strength as well. In we go, max firing. Station retaken. Where are they going next? If they're going to reclaim the other station, I'll send the home fleet straight into enemy territory. Battle Group Sierra has taken the station back. Head back up there. Do the same. What are the Unggoy battle plans? Which direction are they going in? Changing course backwards. Interesting. Well, retake that station first, then I'll send them into Yanmi territory. I guess they're going back up here, but they need not worry. Battle Group Sierra 3 is already on the job. Oh, and it looks like the Created have declared war on the Sanshayum. Do the Sanshayum have any allies right now? And that's an 8K fleet they've built up. And the Kikyar as well. Kikyars can't catch a break, can they? Also, it appears 5 years plans... Oh, it was briefly in the lead.
Debris analyzed.
Not sure whether we're going to win that. That might fluctuate, we'll have to see. We've got a fight over here, but it looks like between the Banished and the Yanmi. The Yanmi have the advantage here, so they're probably going to win it. Yeah, and the Yanmi have another fleet inbound. They're trying to go in behind. Resolution fail, that's unfortunate. Need to at least give them a little bit of a bloody nose. Oh, archaeological dig site pending. Careful examination of a number of mechanical combat drone remains has revealed that a period of drone-driven containment attempts following the rioting. Interesting enough, the corporation behind the planetary machinery, or CARE as it was known, seems to have been the manufacturer of the most drones employed. Meanwhile, the Ferrophage blazed on, continuing to eat its way across CARE's planet-wide machinery, seemingly impervious to any attempts the corporation made to halting its spread. And everything just fell apart from there. We are engaging the ships trying to flee. This will fall quickly enough.
System survey concluded.
Shield nullification. Good thing we don't use those very often. Alright, moving on. Because they're currently trying to push on through. I'm sending this fleet in over here to try and stem the tide. Meanwhile, the home fleet will continue trying to catch up with them. Alright, I'm putting the home fleet before going up behind the attack force in Unggoy space. I'm sending the home fleet to take the enemy home world. Because that seems to be the major provider of their reinforcements and ships, and I want to nip that in the bud. Just so their ability to send ships behind me to reclaim their systems is heavily stunted. So head in to Palamok and steal it from them. Oh, never mind, they've immediately surrendered. However, this does mean my ability to help the Unggoy any further has been prevented. Though we have taken Rizor. So we can't close borders right now, can we? Because we're in a truce. Alright, Rizor I'm going to make use of and construct a starbase here, a new anchor station. So I'm on 1, 4, 3, 5, anchor 6. Which is going to be a military station designed to be a rally point against the enemy, and as well as, you know, a defense point to prevent in the future them coming through to attack the Unggoy. It also appears I have now gained the Federation fleet back, which is all good, and there are a bunch of reinforcements on its way for it as well. A new update for our archaeological dig site. It is unclear precisely what happened next in the history of the society on Onyx. The team has found no data logs, no recordings, no written or electronic records on the planet past a certain date. Almost 70,000 years ago. The number of bodies found in the geological records increases immensely past this date, the majority of which appear to have suffered from extreme malnutrition. A not insignificant number also bear what appear to be fatal projection wound injuries. Interesting. Seems the war has finally ended here, and the enemy took Stellaris. That was the only system they ended up taking in the end, thanks to our intervention, but they ended up taking the station after all. Motherfuckers. However, I just noticed that the Banished now vote yes for integration, and they're only minus 19, so give me a moment. Alright, there we go, a couple of trade deals later. And if I give them a few favors, confirm. Let's go. And there we are. It appears they have been invited, and yes, there we go. They have officially joined us as the latest member of the Federation, which means the XP is now going down again. Monthly cohesion impact from envoys gained. It means that's now going to go down again, but we can fix that with a bit of tweaking. And then immediately soon after, monthly cohesion impact is 0.55, so it's going to be regaining it. We're going to be losing some for a little while, but for the most part we're going to be alright. And that brings us to the classic 10-year mark. It is now 2341, so halfway through the 24th century. And the mid-game crisis still has yet to trigger. That is a ticking time bomb if I have ever seen one. So literally any day it could just burst. But we are increasingly ready for it. We have some problems with our worlds we need to sort out, like you know, various housing issues. We'll sort out as tech and new building slots open up. I'm currently upgrading Anchor 5 to a superior station to increase my defenses for the most likely route the Free Warriors would take into my space. And Now that we have the Unggoy assembly in our Federation, that only improves our defensive options, because we have all of their fleets now added to our own. They're going to add to the Federation fleet, of which I am currently in control for the next 2 episodes, though because of the rotation, that does mean that it will take an extra 2 episodes every time for me to regain control, but I can live with that, just because look how much larger our borders are now, collectively, between our civilizations. We have the top left of the galaxy is pretty much all ours. Just a lot of green and a lot of black. So I think that was overall a pretty productive 10 years. And we have the Brigadier currently in charge again as our president. He has been for the majority of the UNSC existence. We've kind of just plugged in an AI for admin purposes. That seems to be going rather well for us. Next time I have the UNSC Luthians on its way to Tarazed, ready to claim that system, get the resources there, and get through the rest. And once that's done, the UNSC Coder can grab these systems up all down here. That will be fine. I'm going to continue Anchor 5's upgrade, and I'm then going to go into, once it gets home anyway, upgrading the home fleet a tad more, and maybe the other fleets as well, because with the mid-game crisis still looming, any final upgrades to this fleet could mean the difference between life and ultimate death of the UNSC. And ultimate death of the UNSC at the end of the day is what we're trying to avoid. That'll be improved. Like have droid workers on their way, along with robotic assault armies, though I don't necessarily think we'll need that, because we have our Halo armies, we have our Marines, our Spartan 1s, all of that. Slightly sad we didn't get to use the Marine Corps in the war there at the end. I had them on their way to some enemy planets, but they didn't arrive in time for the enemy just, surrendered. Boring. 3 months we get research alternatives, 86 months and tile blockers. And droids, they aren't sapient just yet, though I need to remember when I research true AI, I'm going to need to go into my policies and I will need to change artificial intelligence to citizen rights. Otherwise, the events of Halo 5 Guardians are going to happen at some point, and that's really quite annoying. I'd rather not deal with all that noise. So just got to remember to change that as time goes along. The Community Senate floor looks like we're going to lose this one, sadly. But what can you do? You win some and then you lose some. Though it looks like that's going to be replaced by natural sanctuaries, which is interesting. It's like parks and stuff, so clear blocker time is up, amenity usage is down, build speed is down, consumer goods is down, economy diplomatic weight is also down. We have our place on the Galactic Council also pretty much secure at this point. We are quite a bit ahead of the United Rebel Front, our human rivals. Still a bit behind the Gecko colonies and the Unggoy, though we are continuing to catch up. And it's a good sign that 2 members of our Federation are on the Galactic Council. That is a very, very good sign for us. That means more of our interests are going to be put forth in the future. But that future will have to wait until next time. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you then. Surah!